We want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, the incredibly talented W.B. Jones from Free Willy. Hello and welcome to the show.
Thank you guys for having me. Hi, Ron.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
You know, I put Get in the Car in my car, and you're the only country western music in my whole music thing in my car. You're the only song, so you have the honor, my friend. I love that song, and I'm, as I said before, I'm not a country western guy, but that song, everybody.
Another day, another dollar.
Yeah, I like this guy. He's good. He for a shit kicker, he's really good.
There you go.
I really like your music, and maybe you're going to teach me now to like country music, because Chad does country music, our announcer and board man. And,
which we have to introduce him. So we also want to say hello to Chad Murphy, the man behind the boards.
Mr. Jones, Mr. Jones, welcome.
Thank you, Chad. Nice to be here.
Sounded good.
I'm so happy we can see you this time. You look great. We got a chat room full of people, so let's say hi to everybody in the chat room.
Hi, everybody in the chat room.
And give a special shout out to Eileen's in the chat room.
Hi, Eileen. Good to have you here.
The woman that touches us inappropriately. Now, Bill, tell me something. Why is your music sort of different? It's country, but what the hell is in there that makes it so different that I like? What is it about it? What do you do? Is it like rock and roll mixed with country, or like Chinese bluegrass or something? Bluegrass? What the hell is bluegrass?
Well, he's got banjos and fiddles, and I'm not sure all the different things.
I love your music because it has a country western, but yet it's sophisticated. That's the word. It's not like stupid. It's a sophisticated.
He also doesn't like the songs with everybody's whining.
No, your music is, you are a sophisticated country western performer. That's the word, sophisticated. It goes beyond the normal country, everybody's got it thing. And I'm so loaded right now, I couldn't lie if I wanted to. I am really bleached.
Watching you makes me wish I was loaded too, Ron.
Oh, no, not with the pain I'm in. Not with the pain I'm in.
So hold on. How do you kind of go? Okay, so first of all, you guys, Bill's the singer for Free Willy. You can follow them on Twitter. It's at Free Willy Band. The name of the album is Remember the Alamo, which I have a copy of here. I'm going to show everybody. It's got 12 tracks on it, and it's available at CD Baby. And where else can we get this, Bill?
Oh, anywhere music is sold. Amazon, iTunes, Apple Music, all the places where you buy music.
All the digital download sites, you guys, and then it's physically available on some of them, too. You want to, get it. It's really good. It's a lot of fun. I love the fact that it's called Remember the Alamo, and I think you guys will really like it. Some of the songs have been really big hits. Just to give you a congratulations, you guys, everybody who's on Reverb Nation, which I know everybody's on it. Bill, for 2 weeks, I think, was the #1 country artist globally on Reverb Nation. Then he dropped to #4, but today he came back up to #2. And so he's the top country artist on Reverb Nation. We hope everybody likes it. And oh my gosh, and Richard Adams is in the chat room, and he says, hope we're both okay. Glad the Jeep helped from greater injury. That's the guy who sold us our car. Hey, Rich.
Rich, good thing I wasn't driving my TT Roadster convertible. I think we would have been smashed to smithereens, because my car's about the size of a refrigerator. And that truck hitting us at the speed it did would have really, there's no back to my car. You know, the seats butt right up to the trunk, so there's no room. We would have been killed.
Hey, Chad, real quick. Chad?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell people that are listening, because they're in the chat room that I was stuck in last week, and I don't know how to get into the bigger chat room. They're in the one that just has the one little line.
So what you can do, to the right of the ITV, click Listen Live, and a bigger chat room will pop open. And you can click pause so you don't get a double feed of audio.
There you go. So, guys, hit the Listen Live, and that way you guys can be in the chat room bigger. It should be really cool. And now we're going to go back to Free Willy. So, you guys, Free Willy, first of all, you guys are only like a year old.
That's right. We started recording last fall. So, pretty recent.
You're fresh. See, some groups, when they perform for years and years, they do the same thing over and over again. Like some songs that you hear. What am I talking about? But anyway, Chad, Chad.
No,
Yes.
no,
I
yes.
want to speak to Chad.
Here I am.
Chad, how would you define his music as being different from other country people? What is it about it that appeals to me? What is in there?
I don't know. I think there's just some good old real country in it, opposed to trying to overproduce, overflash it, try to stay up to whatever's going on in today's country music. It just sounds like it's something really created from the heart, and like you said, it sounds different than everything out there. I mean,
I'm
of course,
crazy about it.
there's
I hear other country people. I think they stink.
that's not very
Well,
nice.
I mean,
Ron.
I'm not trying to be mean.
not
or
you, Chad.
evil.
Though, not you,
Of
Chad.
course,
Actually, we don't
yeah,
ever
of
get to
course.
hear
I've
Chad.
never heard Chad play, but I've heard when he plays at the Boca Country Club. I've told many of my friends that live in the Boca, in that country club, and they say he's great
There
Yeah,
you go.
Chad.
and handsome.
So Chad's a good
And they
critique,
asked me,
though.
and they asked me, is he straight? I
Okay.
said, what do you think? I only know fairies. Of course he's straight.
So Chad though, Bill, Chad is a good because Chad's been plays like 3 nights a week country music like all over South Florida. He's a good critique, and I think the whole thing is
I think he put it beautifully.
Yeah.
Your music is honest, and I think that keep it that way. Please don't ever get sensational. Don't
sensationalized.
no, you know what I mean. Don't bring
Right.
Actually, he's working on a second album, but we want to promote this.
like
first
I never
one
want to
first.
hear Cher sing your music.
Hmm.
And I don't think you have to worry about that.
Yeah.
So let's give a shout out to
Get in the car. Get in the car.
let's give some shout outs to some people first of all that Free Willy's working with. So we got a guy named Jim Taylor. He produced Remember the Alamo. He sings bass. He sings harmony and plays the bass. You got Bill W.B. Jones here. He's the lead singer. He also plays rhythm guitar. We have a guy named Spence Pepard.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, I got it right. There you go. He's the lead guitar, drums, and sings harmony. Kevin Carter plays the fiddle and mandolin. That's the stuff that I like. That makes, I think, that really helps make it sound different from everybody else. And Steve DeVries plays the banjo and harmonica. And that's another, like, those are like things that I don't think you don't hear like who's that guy who got the handsomest man in the world or whatever, sexiest male? Blake, what's Blake, the country guy's name? Blake Shelton. Yeah, like you don't hear that kind of stuff in their music, and I think all the other major country stars, all their stuff sounds pretty much the same.
And also, music, sometimes when you hear it, but you don't feel it. This kind of music that he does, you hear it, but you feel it.
Well, I think so too.
And that makes you happier than just hearing it. Because if you hear it 2 minutes later, you hear another song, you forget you heard the first song. Am I making any sense?
Yes.
I hope so.
Also, you guys, you can go to freewillyband.com for more information on Free Willy. So you got 12 songs, Bill. What's your favorite one? Do you have a favorite?
Get in the car.
No.
I bet you.
You have to let him have his favorite. You have your favorite.
No,
He
I
gets
bet
to
it
have
is.
his.
That Get in the car's outrageous.
I think, each one has a story, so I would have to say it'd be like asking me which is my favorite son. They're all my kids except for, well, even the American medley, even though I didn't write that song, it's our arrangement, so I like that as well. But I don't know. They're all from different periods of my life, Jimmy and Ron, and I'm just going to have to say I like them all as a package and don't have a specific favorite.
Okay, I've been a singer for years. I sang since I'm 19 years old, and I had a show that ran all over the country. And I did 6 songs in my stand-up comedy show. By the end of 6 months, I was so sick of those songs that I could puke from them. I hated the lyrics. So one night, I can't even give the lyrics, I won't dare. One night I went on and I just didn't want to do the lyrics right, so I put my own lyrics in, and I brought the house down. They were hysterical. They were banging on tables.
They were dirty.
They were dirty. I mean, really dirty lyrics. And I thought, should I keep them or not? But then I didn't want to slop up my clean act. And back in the 1960s, you couldn't get away with what I was getting away with. But what song is it that you play that you are so sick of you don't want to do it?
I'm not sick of them yet, but
You do get
I think,
there.
we recorded this album and began working on number 2 right away. So that's what keeps it fresh for me, is that we've moved on. I'm still writing, we're still recording. And so these are kind of let's promote this one while we're working on the other. So I don't have to play these songs a lot right now. I really am focusing on the newer songs right now.
I love it. So when you came up with this album, you didn't just sit and write these songs. This is an accumulation of songs you've written over a lifetime. They all have like personal meanings of different times in your life on this album.
That's right.
But the new album that you're doing, then you're mostly now you're actually sitting and writing like new songs that weren't songs from your past.
Well, actually, some of them still are. I'm just rearranging and making it suit the Free Willy sound. You know, Ron asked what makes this different. None of these songs on the album, except for maybe Amazing Gracie, were written as a bluegrass song. But I wanted to use bluegrass instruments. Roots music is coming back, and people like that, and they connect to it. And so I kind of rearranged everything. I'm more of a 70s, what they called rock back then, not the hard rock stuff, but the America, Gordon Lightfoot, Dan Fogelberg. Those are really my major influences, James Taylor. And so, when I was playing and singing back then, I was doing that. And so I'm kind of doing the same thing with these other songs. Some of these songs I'm reproducing now were actually Christian rock songs. When I was a kid, I played in a Christian rock band and wrote a lot of music. Well, now I'm not into that scene right now anymore. So I'm taking some of the great tunes that we had, converting them into other arrangements, and then adding new lyrics. And in some cases, on the second album, no lyrics at all because of the jazzy, bluesy feel to it. I feel like some of them stand alone as instrumentals. So.
I love it. First of all, Ron and I love America. So I like the influences of the 70s. James Taylor, my sister's husband, is a big James Taylor fan, so he kind of turned me on to that back in the day. And I saw James Taylor in concert one time. He was fantastic in concert. So those are cool influences. What about some of the influences in country music that you like? Do you listen to modern day country that's out right now?
No, I don't. I don't really care for the rock and roll, call it country, or the rap, call it country.
Oh, God forbid the rap. God forbid. Oh, God forbid the rap. Okay. Oh, don't kill me.
There's still so much talent out there, and those people that are doing that bent in the genre are still very talented musicians, but that's what the public is wanting and paying for, and that's what they're doing. And I get that and understand it. But because I don't have to do this for a living, it makes it to where I can do what I enjoy and what I think songs that touch my heart, I believe, will touch the hearts of others. They may not go to number one on the charts, but they'll be something that all age groups can relate to, and that's really where I'm going.
It doesn't impose. You don't impose. Your music is not imposing. Is that the word I want? An imposition, when something comes into you, when something is forced on you. What is the word I'm looking for? When some music is forced on you.
Well, it's just friendly.
You change the station. In other words, when the music comes on, you don't like it, so you change the station. His music, you kind of mellow through. Even if you don't like it, it's not offensive. It's not intrusive. Am I making any fucking sense tonight? I mean, really. I send you some pills.
No. No, I think it's friendly. I think because I've listened to everything on the record many times, and I think that one of the biggest pluses to your music is that it's very friendly. It's friendly. You hear it, and I mean, I don't sit around listening to banjo music, so I can't say it's my first thing of what I would normally listen to. But the fact that I listen to it and I like it, and I find myself singing along, means that it's got a quality to it that's very inviting.
Banjo. Don't you remember Deliverance with Burt Reynolds?
Yeah, that was...
No, not the movie was weird, but the banjo solo was phenomenal.
Yeah, the dueling banjos. We actually had the guy who did the dueling banjos, not the creature one, but the other guy on the show.
How could you ever get banjos to do such a performance? It was amazing. I remember it today.
Wait, what else do you okay, so you play the rhythm guitar. What do you play other instruments?
I don't on this album. I do in
real life.
Yeah, in real life, I play mandolin and banjo, some banjo, ukulele, harmonica.
Accordion.
Piano. Not the accordion, but I do play piano.
Oh, okay.
You can play a harmonica for real?
If you play the piano, you could play an accordion.
Well, that's true. Once I would learn how to do the buttons part, you bet.
Oh yeah, you got to know.
How
where the
hard was it
buttons
to
are.
learn how to do a harmonica? Because I think harmonicas are cool.
I used to
I
play the
started that,
harmonica.
you know, I started that very young, so I'm not even sure how I learned how to play any of this stuff, but just picked it up and played it. If you want to play it bad enough, you'll play it.
I
Well,
love
actually, if you want to learn how to play the harmonica, get sentenced to life in prison, and then you could play the harmonica for your boyfriend.
That's Ron.
it. And even Chad's laughing. You gotta love it. So who are some of your country music influences? And Chad, you think about that too, since you're a country guy. You tell us who some of your country influences are. But Bill, you go first.
I think on the country music side, it's really more bluegrass. When I was
Okay.
younger, you know, Ricky Skaggs was a huge influence for me, and Alison Krauss. You know, she was
Alison Krauss
when
is
she
fabulous.
started. Then
What
Nick
about
Creek
Patsy
came along.
Cline? Patsy Cline.
Oh,
I
sure.
go out walking. I mean, who's better than Pat? Now that country I liked, and that song I liked. I go out walking after midnight, out in the moonlight. That song is great. What'd you think of Patsy Cline?
I love Patsy Cline.
Really?
And all, you know,
Now, wait a
and,
minute, hang on. What kind of music would you say it is that she sang?
I would say that's original country. Kind of had a swing blues influence.
So that's what you are, because that's what I like.
Okay. Well, good. I'll
Patsy
take
Cline. Shave off your beard, go and drag, and do Patsy Cline.
No, hold on. Go. So Chad, who are some of your country people that you like? I'm sure they're not going to be the same because you're a little bit different.
My country influence was John Denver. I was kind of impressed with the.
John Denver was in country.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
That was country.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Yeah, he was
He
a
made
total.
believe it was country.
No, but he really was
No,
country.
Well,
that
he was probably
that
more.
was Las Vegas country.
No, he was probably like a little bit of folk, a little bit of country, and I also liked the Paul Simon and Garfunkel at that time. So I liked how these cats could just take a guitar and go entertain a crowd. So those were the influences at the time in the early 80s.
Yeah.
I love that.
What about Elvis Presley?
No, I don't like Elvis.
I wasn't big on Elvis.
What was
I liked,
Elvis's music?
Elvis
No,
was
that's
good.
rock and roll.
Was
You-
it rock and roll?
Hey,
Didn't sound
you know
rock
that
and roll.
Elvis never won a Grammy except for his gospel album?
Oh, that's funny.
Isn't that weird?
I never understood Elvis's music. ever.
I don't know. I wasn't a big Elvis Presley fan.
Me
either.
neither.
I think I was
never
too young.
liked him. I could have met him, and I refused because I'd have to walk up 5 flights of stairs. It's true. And they said, Elvis is upstairs. I said, where? They said, in the penthouse. Well, we went to this is in Vegas. We went to the elevator, and the goddamn elevator got jammed on the 3rd floor or something. And they said, okay, let's walk up. I said, how far? They said 5 or 6 flights. I said, it ain't worth it.
No, that's not good. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to come back and talk some more. But what I want to do is I want to play. This is one of the new singles we're promoting pretty heavily, you guys. It's called As a Man Thinketh. Tell us a little bit about the song, Bill.
Well, this song is actually a poem by James. Well, since I'm on the air, then I'm drawing a blank. James Allen.
I do it
Okay.
every week.
Yeah.
It's a poem I memorized 15 years ago. It's changed my life, and I thought, if I add, and so I mixed them together and turned them into a song, so others could memorize it as well.
I love it. So how about you? And Chad, you got it for us?
I do.
How about you introduce it, Bill? We're going to play it. It's not a real long song, and then we'll come back and talk some more.
Okay. Say that because it's a metaphysical song about getting what you want through effort, use Nashville. Going to Nashville. So it's about manifesting country music.
There you
And
go.
if I don't comment on it, it's only because we may not see it. No, sometimes it doesn't. The videos don't come through. We're Skyping. That's a big deal.
All right, everybody. So listen up. This is As a Man Thinketh by the incredibly talented Free Willy Band. Here it is. Enjoy.
You will be what you will to be. Let failure find its false content in that poor word environment. Spirit's going to end us free. But spirit's going to end us free. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So is he. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he, so is he. The master's time it conquers space. The cows that boastful trickster chance forbids a tyrant circumstance. Uncrown and fill a servant's place. Uncrown and fill a servant's place. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he, so is he. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he, so is he. Human will, that force unseen, the offspring of deathless soul, can hew a way to any goal. The walls of granite intervene. The walls of granite intervene. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he, so is he. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he, so is he. Be not impatient in delay, but wait as one who understands. When spirit rises and commands, the gods are ready to obey. The gods are ready to obey. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he, so is he. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he, so is he. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he, so is he. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he, so is he.
All right, there you go, Jimbo.
All right, everybody. So that was As a Man Thinketh. It's off the album. I'm holding it up for everybody watching on television. It's called Free Willy. Remember the Alamo. It's got 12 tracks. It's a great Christmas gift if you guys need a cool Christmas gift. We also, while I'm promoting that, should say you guys should check out Free Willy on Reverb Nation by going to reverbnation.com/freewillyband. His Twitter is @freewillyband, and his website's freewillyband.com. And I think Facebook is probably Free Willy Band also, right?
It is, yes, sir.
There you go. So everybody, you want to get it. He's a great, great artist and a lot of fun and a nice guy. And in the chat room, they like your beard.
And even though we didn't play it today, go out and get in the car. I'm sure you're gonna love it. No, seriously, I don't push shit. I mean, I don't. Please, it's worth it. Go 99 friggin' cents. Give me a break.
So let's do a hypothetical. If you were like going to be like a Free Willy band was going out on the road and they were going to open up and they could open up for anybody dead or alive, who would you want to open up for?
Back to it.
Absolutely. Chad, how about you?
Stop popping right into that.
I didn't hear it.
You know what? Just lie and
hang on.
Lie and say Tina Turner.
No, that's who you would want to open for. Chad, how about you? If you could like open up, if you and Heather, Chad and Heather were going to open up for anybody dead or alive, a musical act, who would you want to open up for?
Let's go with the Rolling Stones.
There you
That's
go.
a good choice.
Why not?
Yeah,
Everyone
Rolling
digs the
Stones.
Stones.
Nothing wrong with that.
That's so funny, though. I've never really been a huge like. If I had to pick Rolling Stones or Aerosmith, I pick Aerosmith.
Well, I would have a tough time too because I love Aerosmith. Aren't we? I think Aerosmith's coming on our show, aren't they?
No, I wish.
How come? I thought you said to me Aerosmith.
No, America's supposed to be coming on the show.
No, but I thought you said Aerosmith too.
No, I want. Well, maybe. Hey, I can try.
Why not?
It can't hurt. I mean, nothing ventured, nothing gained. You ask them all and see who comes. As we grow and get bigger, the cooler people come. Look, now we got Free Willy.
Yeah, but you know what? The stars from the 1980s who faded away into oblivion are now hot again. and big numbers.
I know they didn't fade away though.
Well, they did fade away because rap came in and all kinds of weird shit came in music world, and the kids started listening to all that.
There was one country guy. I don't know his name, but I heard the song on the radio. Chad, you might know it. Like he actually like rapped part of his country song, and I actually liked it. Like I actually thought it was like Ron would hate it. He would not like it at all. But
talking about Jason Aldean.
Also.
Bill.
Yeah, what's his name? Jason Aldean.
Dirt Road Anthem. Jason Aldean.
Yeah, I think so. Like I actually liked it. Like I thought, wow, and because he can also sing though. He wasn't just rapping; he's a good singer. Right.
Bill, what did you think of Country Joe and the Fish?
You know, I didn't, Ron, because I can't think of any Country Joe and the Fish songs.
Oh, you know, you're right. He never left a memorable song, but yet when everybody was partying back in those days, and his music came on, it was mellow and it was good and. He was very famous among the LA people. I know that.
It's so funny because everybody in the chat room is getting into the conversation. Eileen Shapiro obviously would want to open for Adam Ant.
Of course. Let me tell you something. She'd open everything for Adam Ant.
Hannah Clive, our UK superstar.
Right, Eileen? Eileen, would you open everything for Adam Ant?
Hannah Clive, our UK superstar, says John Lennon. A bunch of people say Rolling Stones. It went by too fast, so like I didn't get to see like everybody else. But
me, Tina Turner, I'd open for her.
There you go. All right, so Bill, you got to give us an idea. So give us somebody. Who would you like to open up for?
Well, since you limit it to living, it's just making it hard for me because I've lost some of my...
Living or dead. It don't have to be alive.
My fucking ears are going to blow.
That's just because you sing too loud.
No, it's because you're a screaming Mimi. My ears.
you may just
stop yelling.
I go.
Jesus Christ, talk. Oh, I'm going to kill myself today. Oh.
I think,
all right, go.
Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
That's a good one.
Tom Petty.
Really
Whatever happened to Tom Petty?
He died like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh, how old? My age.
63. No, 63, 65.
Tom Petty, remember? I think I saw him or met him. Somehow I think I know him somewhere in my life. Tom Petty.
Tom Petty is like one of the greatest artists. I mean, that's a very good pick. Like, I think that
where did I meet him?
Florida
I met him somewhere. Tom Petty.
Gainesville boy, Florida.
I just think he was a great songwriter and a great visionary and was able to keep that band together for so many years. And it's quite an accomplishment.
Yeah. I think he's going out with a friend of mine.
Actually, Hannah Clive says she's jammed with Ronnie Wood before. He's from the Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
How about that?
Isn't that cool? I love it.
You know,
yeah, but you worked with a lot of cool people, though, to make this album. Like, you worked with a lot of really cool people. And are you working with cool people? Are you working with the same group of people on your next album?
It's the same guys. I want to keep them together. You know, there's a lot to be said for alchemy and chemistry, you know, metaphysics. And you know, part of what you're hearing, you know, Ron asks, what's the difference? All together and just have that common energy, and that's what's displayed on that album, and it'll be the same on all the albums. My goal is to only work with these guys moving forward while we're recording.
And that's good because all the great groups, the greatest of groups, like the Beatles, they could only work with each other. The minute one left, the group went to shit. Yeah. And that's not only the Beatles, but so many
Lots
groups.
Of great
I mean, look at what's her name and who I love. You know, hello everybody. The greatest singer in the world, Gypsy.
Oh, Stevie Nicks.
Stevie Nicks.
He's a big Stevie Nicks fan.
When she left the group, bingo, groupie gone. She came back. Group went back to number one. What's in the group again? I forgot.
Fleetwood Mac.
I'm telling you, I'm so whacked today. I love Fleetwood Mac, and of course, I love her. Everybody loves her. What do you think of her?
I think she's amazing. And
I love her.
She and Tom Petty did some things together as well.
Yes, they did.
That's right.
Some good stuff.
That's
too.
right.
All right, everybody. So listen up. Free Willy's super cool. He's got a brand new album. It's called Amazing Gracie. I mean, it's called Remember the Alamo. Amazing Gracie is like, well, I actually like the Amazing Gracie song a lot, and it's the first song. That's why I said that too. But you guys want to get it? It's available on all the digital download sites, and it's also available on CD Baby and Amazon and places where you can get it physically. You want to follow Free Willy Band on Twitter? It's at Free Willy Band. Their website is freewillyband.com. And check out their Reverb Nation. Right now they're number 2 globally for country music in the world. Check it out. It's reverbnation.com/freewillyband. And the holidays are coming up, so we're going to say we hope you and your family and the band and everybody has a great holiday season and a Merry Christmas. I want to say Christmas because we
Absolutely.
believe in Merry Christmas.
Why not? we're Christians. We're Catholic. We're where the hell ever we are. And Christ's birthday. What are we going to lie about? Happy holiday. That's not Christ's birthday. You know, Christ miss is
But you
Cristo.
don't know what he thinks.
No, Cristo. It's the mass for Christ.
Correct.
That's what it is in Rome. Not Roman. What's that shit they talk? The boat.
Italian?
No, the other one.
Latin.
Thank you, Bill.
So when you say Merry Christmas, you're saying a happy birthday to Jesus Christ.
There you go. All right. So
There you
anyway,
go.
you guys, we want everybody to listen to Free Willy. The music's great. He's going to be on the Debbie Scott Radio Network on December 10th at 8 p.m. I forgot. Was it 8 p.m. or 7 p.m.? 7 p.m. Central Time. You guys follow DSNR Debbie Scott, DSNR Debbie. And we want to thank you for coming on the show. We'll get everybody to tune into you on the Debbie Scott Radio Network. And we want to wish you a Merry, Merry Christmas and good luck with the album. And thanks for coming back on the show. And we're so happy we can see you this time. Yay!
And Bill,
Thank you for having me.
Bill, promise me you'll remember me when you're #1 superstars.
I will.
Okay, don't like snub me. I'll punch you right in your face.
I'll come and see you, Ron. How's that?
There you go.
Good,
We'll
that's
love
even
it.
better. You'll give us comp seats at a 5,000-seat arena that you're playing at $200 a ticket. Nice, huh?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
All
You
right,
have a
everybody.
wonderful Christmas and your family, and God bless all of you.
You too, to both of you. Thank
All
you,
right,
sir.
Bill. Thank you so
Bye-bye,
much.
baby.
Bye, everybody.
Bye,
everybody.
Bill.
Hey, all right, everybody. So
I
you
love
definitely
him.
want to
He's
support
such
Free
a
Willy.
nice guy.
Absolutely.